Hi, everyone. I want to jump on today and I want to discuss MS and glamour. I say glamour because I talk a lot from the perspective of Miss Grace Glamour and Grit, Miss actually being the MS. And when I went on vacation, I talked a lot about the grace that I had to have with myself, the glamour that I felt, how glamorous I felt on the trip, and the grit that I had to deal with as well. The grit I had to use to get myself through certain situations. But right now, I want to concentrate on the glamour because glamour to me is a perspective from beauty and all things beautiful, all things fun, whether it be jewelry or makeup or the way you decorate your house, the clothes you wear, whether or not you're able to wear heels anymore. I got rid of all of mine, but that doesn't have to be the same for you. But I wanted to talk about it because, and I actually put my phone away today so I could talk off of paper. But MS with MS, you need to know that you are still glamorous because although MS affects different aspects of our life, the physical mobility and energy levels, you have to know that beauty goes further than how you look on the outside. So, the first point that I want to make out of 3 points today that it is important to remember that beauty is more than just your outward looks. So, hi, Andy. How are you? Um, Beauty is more than your outward looks, it is a great deal of inner. Okay. It comes out in the kindness that you have, in the resilience that you build, in the strength that you have. MS is more than you're stronger than MS. It just came across my mind. You're stronger than an MS. So, most definitely, the beauty that you bring out from what's within is more important than anything MS can hold against you. You're here just one day at a time. Thank you, Andy. That is what we're all dealing with, is just taking it one day at a time. So, if you're thinking about your inner qualities, sometimes I find it important for myself to write a list of pros. I know they usually call it a pro and con list. I'm not thinking about the cons right now. I can come up with a heck of a lot of cons, and usually I'm going to point them all at MS. But what is the pro about you? What is the good thing that you see about yourself? Let's start with that. If you are kind and you're always gracious and you are compassionate and you love people, even if you don't like people that much, I'm sure you have a family around you that you love, they love you. Think of that list of things that bring out the beauty from inside. Because when it comes to the medicines that we take, the mobility issues, I've realized because of the mobility issues that one of my legs is actually smaller than the other leg. And these are things that personally I'm like, oh my gosh. But that's not what people come around me for. And I'm hoping people come around me because they see the faith that I have in God, the love that I have for other people, and how kind I treat others. Look at the things that are within. Number two, Women with MS often face challenges related to self esteem and body issues. Self esteem, because with me, I told my parents just a little while ago or yesterday, I said, okay, so what can I do to move out, to move out, to have a car, to get my life back? And the first thing they said to me was, get a job. That the first place to start is to get a job. I remember my last job, and it affects my self esteem a great deal. I remember falling. I remember having such a hard time cognitively. I remember people questioning me. So I felt like I was less than as smart as I thought I was, as smart as I know I am, because people start questioning me and comparing me to other people. And I didn't want to get back to that place. I don't want to get back to that place. But I have to realize with facing that challenge of self esteem and then my body issues, like I don't like people looking at my drop foot. I don't really like walking around with some of my mobility aids. And like I just said, my leg is small, my right leg smaller than my left leg. And then I drag my foot. So, um, what can we do about this? You may feel less attractive. I may feel less confident in the appearance, but your physical abilities and your side effects of your medicine are not what boosts your self esteem. You have to find different ways to boost your self esteem. You can do this by reading the Bible, by journaling. Hold on. I see Andy. I see that you said that's what they all said about you, that I need to be with people, and that I was the football and basketball team. I have faith in God and I respect everyone. That I have I believe it's progressive MS, but you never give up. That that there in and of itself, the faith that you had, you were still on the football and basketball team. They know you from that, but that you never give up. You were the manager. You never give up. You wanted to be part of something bigger than you. So you included yourself as part of that, and you never gave up. And they probably saw that strength in you and took that as strength for themselves. People don't always do that in a workplace. If that was where you worked, that was awesome and that they did that for you. I got, I had to get around people who would do that for me. They kind of lifted me up. And from there, they didn't have to lift too high, because from the fact that they were giving me such positive energy, I just took off from there. And if they weren't giving me the positive energy, like I started to say, I found it in my faith, in my faith, knowing that God had to be using me for something else. It wasn't exactly how I saw things to be. I thought that would be, high up on the list of, maybe not in an executive role, but being in management, being in supervision, and or being a supervisor. And it didn't always turn out the way I thought it would turn out. But those were the people who were in line with me, the other supervisors, the other people in management. But the people that I managed, they thought highly of me. They treated me very well. They were very respectful. And from that, I think I got a lot of strength from that. And the ability to lift other people up always helped me. And I believe that's what Andy is saying as well. And yes, we have to get our faith from God. We have to know whose we are and who we are. We have to know whose we are and who we are. So we can't think down about everything. God's getting something out of exactly where you are. And and whether you believe it or not, in our weakness, he is strong. He is strong and he's using everything for his good. So we have to know that with him we are overcomers. So no matter what it is that I go through with the MS, or I think the MS has taken away from me, or it keeps me behind in what I feel as though I want to accomplish, in the end it's all going to be just fine because because he wins. Because he wins. So the other thing is the fact that we all face unique challenges and obstacles. So, what you need to do in recognizing your beauty and strength is that you need to remember to celebrate yourself. And there are times when 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 we do something good at work, or someone, a child, might win a game, we go out there and we celebrate them, and we make sure that other people know how good that they've done. Oh my gosh, this is great. They did such a good job. When they get the certificates in the class, we go out and we take them out to dinner, we take them out for ice cream. What are we doing to celebrate ourselves? That in and of itself can make you feel beautiful because you're inspiring others and you're letting other people know that your health condition is not getting you down. So I would say if you're watching me right now and you're not the one who's suffering from multiple sclerosis and you know someone who is, what do you do to celebrate them, to recognize how they have come through all of this? Because this is hard. This takes a lot of strength to get through this. Don't let it be few and far between, because they need to know that what they have accomplished, the power that they have found in God and in themselves to go on, the fact that everyone has obstacles and issues, but not everyone takes them as eloquently. Celebrate them, remind them how good of a job they're doing, how much they're coming out on top of such a debilitating disease. Remind yourself, and to boost your own self esteem, remember that you also can go out and celebrate yourself. I like to celebrate myself with makeup. So I put on this red lipstick today and I was like, woohoo! I was like, woohoo! And I will be completely honest with you guys. I know I always say that because I am being honest with you all, but I can also say that I was in a mood today. And I took out that red lipstick, this one right here. This one right here. And I started to put it on and I saw it and I was like, oh, that is a good red. You have to do something. Hi, Aaron. But you have to do something to just make yourself smile, celebrate you, do something that makes you feel good. And that brings out that beauty. I promise about what this is going into 15 minutes. So about 20 minutes ago, I was in just a mood. And I didn't know what was going on, but I would have never thought that I would have gotten on here and felt so much more energized than I did then, because I got on and I wanted to talk about beauty. I can't come on here with the ugly attitude, but when I put on the lipstick, I felt beautiful anyway. So it literally turned things around for me. What turns things around for you? What makes you feel beautiful beyond a shadow of a doubt? You're like, MS, you can do what you want to me, but I just know that I'm beautiful. I'm a good person. I have a great energy. And Erin said, yes, it is wonderful to have you here. And thank you. It makes you feel pretty too. I'm so glad you said that. I'm not the only one. I know lipstick across the board for women. I think we go out there, we find our color, and that's sometimes, and depending who you are and how often you get out, sometimes that might be the only good thing in the day, or at least half a day, but maybe the only good thing in a day. I know that I have been in a mood today. Every once in a while, MS can do that for you. And this made me feel good. Music makes me feel wonderful. And talking on the phone to friends, there is a chat that I'm in with my business besties. And every time I go into that chat, they have said something. Someone has said something that makes me laugh. I love to laugh. I can put on a comedy, but they make me smile. So, in smiling and getting dressed up, she's Erin is saying that she used to dress up and match her color lipstick, but now she says at her age, when she puts on chapstick, it gives you the same feeling. Okay, I can understand that. So, just know what it is for you. And Erin knows what it is for her. I know what it is for me. Hopefully, you're getting some of these ideas. Taking selfies for some kids is exactly what they need to make them feel happy. I love the time when my niece was with me and I was taking a selfie and she said, Auntie, you don't know how to take a selfie? I was like, aren't I doing it? I'm taking a picture. That's all I need to do. She said, no, Auntie, you have to do this. And she was doing the whole lip thing. Hi, Marcella. But she was doing the whole lip thing and she was so cute. I'm sure she's going to say cute, Auntie Rella. I think she was about 11. But she gave me the whole selfie class thing and what you're supposed to do. So I felt good. She felt good doing that. I feel good in lipstick. Erin is saying she also feels good in lipstick, but chapstick can be cheaper. Exactly. We're not dead. We are not dead. So we can take selfies. And some of us better than others. And I'm not even talking about the picture. I'm just talking about how you take them. You know, they have those sticks that you hold out, and I'm telling you, the world is changing. Sometimes you don't always think for the best, but all this technology stuff is actually better than even I have thought. And I just, getting on with you all today actually made me feel better than I have all day. And we need to find out what makes us feel beautiful, whether it is clothes, makeup, talking with people, seeing funny shows, or reading funny things. Whatever it is, and whether you can bring that to someone else by letting them know that you recognize how much they're going through and how well they've done going through it. And even if you are the person with MS, if you could do that for someone else, let them know, I've recognized you've been going through something, but you've really come out of it on the other side so well. and it's shown such strength. Just the kindness of words and what we recognize in people and what we can do for people, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. I have realized, or I've been told as of late that I was not recognizing a friend of mine, that I was not giving them the attention that they needed. And I didn't even notice it. And looking back now, I can see that. And seeing that that took away from them actually hurt me, because I was like, everybody needs someone to give them what they need. So if you have MS, you can make someone else happy by giving them what they need. And I promise it will bring a smile to your face as well. So, with that said, glamour and MS. MS isn't always going to make us feel beautiful. It might take away from some of those physicalities that we're worried about, but it's more about the inside than it is the outer beauty. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I hope you all are too. I will be talking to you soon.